Actually, we'll probably change that to opposed, but I'll give you my introduction.
Well,
My name's Fred Wilshusen.
Well, we'll probably need you to change that on your registration then, if you're probably going to change your testimony.
No, my testimony will be very similar. We haven't seen the substitute.
Okay.
So, Fred Wilshusen here
I
individually.
want to make sure there is no committee substitute before the committee, so you're testifying neutral on the bill as
Then I
that is
need to change
before
my
us.
registration. Then I need to change my registration.
Okay.
So happy to do
We'll
that now.
We'll, with your permission, we'll change your
Please.
to opposed, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Fred Wilshusen, individually, I'm the chair, the general counsel for the Texas Construction Association, which represents subs and suppliers throughout Texas. Thank you for your assistance. I had originally registered neutral on 3498 because in the several weeks that we've seen that bill, we have worked hard. We have proposed, sent highly detailed explanations of what we oppose in the bill that's currently before the committee. We have provided very specific changes to the language of the bill. And we've had one stakeholders meeting maybe 2 weeks ago that went positively. I mean, it was constructive. And that was the basis of neutral because we are hopeful that we are able to make progress. You'll hear my testimony on the other bill when that gets called. There were many serious and harmful aspects to the original bill to subcontractors. And very briefly, I'm the incoming chair of the State Bar Construction Law Section. I'm a fellow in the American College of Construction Lawyers. I've had a boutique construction practice for 33 years. And I will say that my experience with the Texas lien laws is that they are the most convoluted, most complex, and difficult to follow lien laws in the entire nation. It's not that they can't work, and it's not that they don't ever work. It's that frequently claimants lose rights. That's been my experience for 33 years. Now, with the bill that's currently pending before the committee, we had many concerns. I won't address them in exhaustive detail, but the handling of removables, the notice forms, the lack of any 10% protection for claimants that's existed for decades, gutting the lien release provisions that were adopted by the legislature in 2011, and on and on. And I will say we had a productive, constructive meeting of stakeholders. It's only one that we've had, but several weeks ago, and that's why we are hopeful. And we have provided extensive language for consideration by the author and the people working with the author, hopefully to get a bill that we could see our way to support. There are additional modifications beyond those that have been proposed to us, even though they're not before the committee, regarding the notice of claim forms, procedures related to the summary removal of a lien that we believe need to be reformed, the prohibition against requiring an unconditional lien release when you have not been paid, and then a series of technical amendments to try to tighten the bill up and make it consistent. So anyway, we look forward to continuing discussions, look forward to additional modifications, and we would note that as part of trying to work through and find a way of supporting this bill, that we do believe consideration should be given to a website, which we'll talk about at greater length in the other bill, as part of the means by which notices are given and which has been tested in other states. So we would think that that should be part of a study as well. Anyway, like I say, that's where we're at on this bill. In the several weeks that we've had access to it, we've tried to be as thorough and complete and detailed in our communications, and we're hopeful that we can continue to make progress on it.
Well, I would just urge you, Fred, and others to continue work with the bill authors. It is a terrible set of circumstances that this state has to continue to endure with the current lien laws that we have on the books.
Well,
Confusing.
I appreciate that.
And I applaud the authors trying to make some sense out of it, and I would hope that you and others would continue to work with the bill authors to get something that we can live with and make some progress.
It's always our goal, so thank you for those comments, and thank you to the committee. Happy to answer any questions if you have any.
Members, any questions? Thank you for your testimony, Fred.
Thank you.
This time, the chair will call